right, everyone, welcome to Power Skills and Level 1, where we talk about self-mastery. So far, we dove deep into some really philosophical aspects. What is the self? What is self-mastery in history, in movies, in stories? And we explained the very, very simple foundation of self-mastery. This is managing your attention and managing your energy, meaning that when you want to put your attention and energy in a task which is important but difficult, you do it rather than going on social media, Netflix, dating apps, video games, or whatever distractions you use. And again, I'm not demonizing, I'm not saying that social media, Netflix, or games are bad. I'm just saying that self-mastery is that meta skill of skills, which is helping you master any other skills and anything else in your life. Now, as we progress with this level, you are going to have a lot of exploration tasks. Because yes, when it comes to self-mastery, one of the best way to practice it is to have a task, to have a challenge, to have a micro project and work on it. So ahead of time, I'm telling you that we are starting with some super important exploration challenges for you. But before we start with our first exploration challenge, which is the relationship between sleep, rest, and calm, and self-mastery, I would like to answer a very important question. A lot of times I'm asked, okay, how do you develop self-mastery? Just please, 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 what are the 3 steps? What are the 7 ways? How do you develop self-mastery? And I really want you to make notes here because I've done tons of research on this topic. Actually, part of my PhD work is precisely on developing self-mastery. And all the research boils down to 3 simple principles. The first one, and I will use Andrew Huberman's words here, it's micro sucks and macro sucks. So a micro suck is something that's unpleasant. It doesn't have such big of a barrier to overcome and you do it. A macro suck, it's a huge challenge, but you still do it. So let me give you an example of a micro suck. A micro suck is taking a cold shower. It's not pleasant. There is this kind of, I don't want to do it, it requires some discipline, but it's short and it ends. A macro suck is writing a 100-page master thesis without ChatGPT. This is huge and it's important. So the first way to develop power skill number 1, self-mastery, is to do things that you dislike, things that you feel uncomfortable every day. Now, you have heard that going outside of your comfort zone is so important. This is why it's so important, because it links to self-mastery. However, there is something that I think it's pointless and fruitless. This is doing something unpleasant for the sake of it. I believe that when you do micro sucks, small unpleasant tasks, they should have benefit for you. And I'll give you some examples. When you take cold shower in the morning, this actually improves your immune system and your energy level throughout the day. So yes, it's a micro suck, but there is real value to doing it. When you do high interval trainings, when you do intense training, this also brings a lot of value to you. So it's a micro suck and there is value. When you work on your master thesis without ChatGPT writing it, you are developing critical, analytical thinking skills and your own voice. This is a macro suck, but it matters. So key number 1, every day or every week, do things that are unpleasant and uncomfortable for you and bring value for your health, for your mental state, for your career, for your business, for your success. And I challenge you right now to make a list of 5 micro sucks that you can do every day. It could be cold shower, it could be stretching, it could be physical exercise, it could be cold calling people, cold calling employers. This is a big one that you can do every day and that bring value to you. And I want you to frame it in the following way. This is the micro suck. This is the value that it brings to me. And this is the person that I become while doing it. Let me give you an example. Personally, I take cold showers every morning. So I take cold shower. The value is that I feel more energy and it improves my immune system. This makes me the best version of myself. Radiant, charismatic, energetic, every single day. Next one, intense cardio exercise. Improves my immune system, makes me super good looking. So, what is the microsuck? What is the immediate benefit? And who does this make you? Challenge number 1, think of 5 microsucks, small actions that would take from 2 to 10 minutes that you can do on a daily basis that bring value to you, and write who they make. Second one is microsucks. Think of things that are important in your life right now. It could be finishing a project, it could be writing your resume, it could be learning a language, it could be learning to dance. Something that's bigger, it's more like a project, and we'll call this the macrosuck. Like, think of 1 or 2 things the most and plan when to do them. Not just plan when to do them, but use a starting protocol to start working on them, and think of who you become as you complete them. So after the 5 microsucks, 2 macrosucks, big important things that you need to finish or you need to do. Starting protocol, who you become as you do them. And also, for the macrosucks, write a list of all the possible obstacles that you can encounter and if then intentions for them. I'll give you an example. Right now, I'm writing my master thesis and finishing my first book. Those are 2 big things, and it's super hard for me. Also, they compete for the same level of focus and attention, very intense. So here is what I've done. I have set times in my schedule when I'm going to write my master thesis, and it's a matter of life or death. I have my starting protocol. I do super intense training, cold shower, master thesis. For my book, I also have my protocol. I drink matcha latte, take some time visualizing how I'm signing my book, what a wonderful outcomes I have, and then I sit and I write my book. On top of it, I have if-then statements for everything that can go wrong. So, lack of focus, then I will read some to gain focus and go back to writing. Lack of motivation, I will do some physical activity and go back to writing. Feeling down, I will call my best friend and go back to writing. So for everything that could possibly go wrong, I have if-then statements. Now, in the line of macrosucks, you might not be thinking of one or an important project, so I'll give you one. This chapter or this lesson of power skills and self-mastery is all about the relationship of sleep, calm, and rest to self-mastery. And your exploration project is to make a research and come up with your own findings of what is the relationship of sleep, rest, and calm to mastering yourself. This is not just a research where you go to ChatGPT and you get some surface level information. No, first of all, I want you to do this research properly by researching your own experience. In your workbook, you have a challenge that you need to do before going to bed and in the morning. I want you to do it enough so that you can get your evidence in your own life. Yes, this is the microsuck. You're getting it. So you have this microsuck, something that you do before going to bed and in the morning to research sleep and how it reflects and how it relates to self-mastery. And the second one is to do a thorough research, not just in ChatGPT, but I want you to use Google Scholar. I want you to read scientific articles. I want you to go and see some podcasts. I want you to go and read some sleep experts and what they say. And then I need you to synthesize your findings in your own words. Don't do it with AI. Do it in your own words. Let me step back and explain why this challenge is so important. Doing the evening ritual to get better sleep, it's an actual microsuck and it trains your discipline. Exactly, it trains your discipline. Doing the research without using an external brain, ChatGPT, but using your internal brain, it's a macrosuck. So actually completing this project is a training in discipline and self-mastery, and I cannot wait to hear how it went for you.